Hello everybody and welcome back to the Oxford United Road to Glory career mode. Getting right into it here with the highlights of a game against Everton at Goodison Park. And the first highlight, slightly different to the ones I would normally show, a yellow card for Ashley Young. He very early on fouled Diao. I always get worried when I see these tackles that the player's not going to get back up, especially after Rhino getting injured. But Ashley Young saw yellow, and as you can probably see there, he very nearly sees red. Jed Spence, who got a brilliant goal against United in the last episode, very nearly getting a brilliant one there. But then Ashley Young saw red. I thought right here that I had given away a penalty. I know from there you might be thinking, how did I think it was a foul? But in real time, it looked like I'd given away the foul. But Ashley Young was sent off, Everton went down to 10 men, and then basically right away, we take advantage of it. Will Holmes gets around the defence, smacks it in for 1-0 right on the stroke of half-time. Everton were probably the better team, to be honest, for the majority of the first half. But as soon as they went down to 10 men, we just absolutely dominated them. Will Holmes then got his second goal of the game. Terrible, terrible moment there for the Everton defender. Will Holmes is never going to miss from there. That was 2-0 right at the start of the second half. We started it as well as we ended the first. And Will Holmes, 10 minutes later, yet again bringing home the match ball. Basically his final contribution of the game. Lovely finish. 3 goals for him. That sealed 3 points. But we said, you know what? Let's put the icing on top of the cherry. The cherry on top of the icing on top of this cake. Other way around. Carlos Martin, at last, scoring his first Premier League goal. Now, to be fair, he mostly plays as a sub if he does play, and even then, Will Holmes normally plays the full 90 minutes, so you can't expect him to score too many goals in the Premier League because of that, but he's finally got off the mark. I think it's like his 4th goal in all competitions, and that made it 4-0, and then Bush, who has just been on a brilliant goal-scoring run at the moment, ball whipped in by Gallagher, he wins the header, his 3rd goal of the season, I think. That was 5-0 against Everton, 3 huge points, and now, lads, we must discover who our first European knockout opponent will be, and let's just say it's from a country that we've had to come up against quite a good few times. Wouldn't you just know it? It's against the Belgian team. This time we don't play them in the group stage like we normally do, but we get Genk in the last 16 of the Europa Conference League. I'm not surprised. I was basically banking on getting a few Belgian teams at least when we qualified for the Europa Conference League. That's the way it always seems to go on this channel, but they will be our first knockout opponents. And I tell you what, we avoided some of the other big teams, as you can see there. Feyenoord and Bilbao playing each other, Rangers and Mönchengladbach, Rakov Cluj, Bucharest Salzburg, Poznan and Atalanta, and Malmo and Zagreb. So I would say Atalanta, Salzburg, Feyenoord, Bilbao, Mönchengladbach, even Rangers to a certain extent, along with ourselves. They're some of the teams you'd be looking out for to see how they get on. Nice as well, probably. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a few shock results in there as well. Even though when you think about it, that sentence kind of cancels itself out. Because if you're not shocked, then it's not a surprise result then, is it? But anyways, whatever. I'm over-explaining things. So without further ado, lads, let's just get into it. Our first European knockout game. Another trip to Belgium. Get the passports ready. Here we go. So this is the team I've decided to go with. Not too many changes, but 1 or 2 notable ones. For some reason, I just think Bloom is excelling at left back at the moment. I think he's done really, really well, and I just fancy throwing him into this game. And Gallagher has normally done better coming off the bench, so I've put Costa in instead of him in the midfield. Everything else is the same though. Strongest team apart from those 2 changes, but I still think that they'll hold their own, so it's all good. Let's skip these pleasantries. We're in the away kit, away in Belgium, the first ever European knockout game in the history of Oxford United, and let's hope that we get a good result with it. Didn't really recognise too many players in Genk's team, but that's not to say that they don't have a good team. We've seen it so many times before in career mode where relative unknowns can haunt you when you come up against them. But this is still a competition I want to win. Realistically, it's the only trophy we can win this season, as I keep bloody giving the ball away in these episodes recently. But the Premier League, it's an outside chance. And look, I'm not overly pushed about winning it this season. Next season would be the year I'd be aiming to win it. Obviously, we're out of the FA Cup. We didn't retain the League Cup, so the Europa Conference League is our last hope of silverware. I tell you what, we're very lucky to not be 1-0 down there. I need to take off my bloody jumper. It's roasting in here at the moment. Bloody hell, as JJ looks on. Don't think he's overly impressed at what he's seen so far. Here's Jarrett. I thought that was going to go right back to Genk, but Goodrum, oh, he's done well to hold on to it. And it's JJ's 200th match in charge. You love to see that. I think his 150th was the League Cup final. And then the 200th is our first European knockout game. I love stuff like that. It's always good to see. Here's Will Holmes. Jeff Jarrett. The captain. Oh, good save by the keeper. But we will get a corner, which Rhino will take. Still so happy to have him back in the team. He was a big, big miss. Boosh! Oh, I tell you what. He's been non-stop with the goals lately. And it was just after I said I was a little bit disappointed with him as a signing. But he's done really well recently. Now, there's still somebody I have my eye on that I would love to bring in. And then Boosh should be the backup. Which, listen, having Boosh as a backup, that'll show you how strong your squad is. But we'll worry about that in the summer. There's Federa now for Genk. Spence can't get it off him, gives away the foul. Not been the most straightforward of performances so far. Genk are holding their own. I tell you what, they've had the better chances. Apart from that Jarrett attempt that we just had. Here's Bloom. Ah, okay. Yeah, I might have jinxed him. I think I might have jinxed him. Costa looking to win that ball back. Federa now. Genk. Oh, he's done Bloom there. Yeah, he's not putting in as good a performance as I was expecting. And then Boosh gives it away. But Bloom, in fairness, does well to win that back. And then gives it right back to Genk. What are we doing? That's going to be 1-0. Yeah. And you have to say it's nothing more than what Genk deserve. Is the Belgian curse going to strike again? Is this Charleroi all over again? 1-0 down here, away in Belgium. And as I said, we only have ourselves to blame. Gave away the ball there like there was no tomorrow. Hainan puts it past Bazunu. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. Not the start we were hoping for. And it's 1-0. Ah, fun times, eh? Fun times. But look, still a lot of football to be played in this tie. Oh, Boosh does really well there. Into Costa. Will Holmes. Go on, Will. Oh, lovely by Will Holmes. Will Holmes. Oh, my God. What a save by the goalkeeper. Oh, you'd have put your house on Will Holmes to score that. Rhino. Diao. Oh, go on. Diao. Good save. Well, it's typical. We start creating big chances as soon as we go behind, but we're not able to take them. Bloom. Oh, that could be a red. That could be a red card. It's a yellow. It's a yellow. Bloom has not had the best game. We do have Eric on the bench, though. So that might be a change we make at half-time. Here's Goodrum. He's not had an awful lot to do in this game, but he's going to go on a surging run here. Tyler Goodrum. Goodrum. Come on, lad. Tyler Goodrum. Oh, I thought he got the equaliser. Oh, he's just put it past the post. Oh, so unlucky. So unlucky. Oh, would have been a great time to equalise as well, right before half-time. Oh, that's really frustrating. Oh, I thought it was going to be a good ball, but right into the arms of Gavin Bazunu. Come on, let's get one last attack before the half-time whistle goes. Costa. Come on, lad. Rhino. Will Holmes. Oh, lovely. Will Holmes. What? You have to be taking the piss. You have got to be taking the piss. How did he miss that? Oh my God. That was a terrible first half of football. We're 1-0 down and we deserve to be 1-0 down. Eric is going to come on for Bloom. He didn't have a great game. And you know what? Costa didn't do an awful lot. Gallagher can come on for him. He's done well coming off the bench in recent times, Conor Gallagher. So 2 changes at half-time. And both the subs get their first touch after coming off the bench. But listen, as I said, there's still 45 minutes to be played here as we give it away again. Oh my God. And then, of course, we have the second leg at the Kassam. But I tell you what, lads, the amount of times we've given away this ball is really concerning. Really, really concerning. I'm considering a change of formation here in a minute. We'll use the cheat code that is 4-4-2 flat. But we'll wait a while. Here's Diao. As it said at half-time. Not had the best first half. And he's... Oh, and it's Liverpool up next, so the games don't get any easier. Eric can't get there. Gallagher to Bush. Bazunu. Will Holmes. Oh, unlucky. Jarrett does well. Come on, Will. Just has no support. I think we'll have to go to that 4-4-2. Oh, Flynn! Okay, now this is starting to take the mick now a little bit. We're giving it away far too much. This is going to be 2-0. It should be. He's hit the bar. It still could be 2-0. Diao puts it out for the corner. Right, we're changing the formation. 4-4-2. 4-4-2 flat. Diao's going to go up front. We'll swap them around. Make him a left forward. Put him as a right striker. Left winger. And right winger. Let's see what that does. Actually, do I have Jarrett and Gallagher in the same spot? I do. That's perfect. Jarrett's gone up to 88 rated now as well, which is incredible. But half an hour to go, still 1-0 down. But we've changed the system a bit. It's once again gone right back to a Genk player. Honestly, we'd be lucky to get a draw in this game with the way things are going. This has been an absolute shit show. Here's Will Holmes. Finds Diao. Oh, ref! We were clean through! We were clean through, ref! He's probably going to send him off, but oh my God, you've actually not done us a favour there. You absolute prick. Diao was clean through. You didn't need to stop the play, you fucking dickhead. Jarrett. Thankfully, we still get the equaliser. Diao has been robbed of a European goal there. But it's just like the Everton game. We score as soon as they go down to 10 men. But Diao would have been clean through. If we didn't score from this, I would have been flipping fuming. But Jeff Jarrett, the captain, gets the equaliser here. It's a very good finish. Oh, bloody hell, lads. That has stressed me out to fuck. We finally get the equaliser. The change of formation clearly has worked. Oh, Gallagher. Go on, lad. And he has Will Holmes here. Yeah, this is what I say, lads. 4-4-2 is a cheat code. That's why I don't want to use it too often, because then things just get too easy. It's Will Holmes. It's 2-1. Oh, it's as simple as that. I remember doing it in Turley United. We got promoted to the Premier League after using 4-3-3 in the Championship. It just did not want to work for me in the Premier League. And then we switched to a 4-4-1-1, which was a variant of the 4-4-2. And the rest was history. And we've done it here in this game. We've gone from 1-0 down to 2-1 up in the space of seconds, it feels like. It's Will Holmes yet again. Oh, look at that for a finish. That's such a pleasing finish on the eye. JJ punches the air, absolutely delighted. And we do take the lead here. It wouldn't be like us to stress out playing against the Belgian team. That never happens on this channel. It's opposite day, by the way. But anyways, 15 minutes left, 2-1. Still plenty of time for things to go both ways. Is Tyler Goodrum, though, who, I tell you what, is doing really well anytime we put him out on the left-hand side. He's got Holmes in the middle. Is he going to try and find him? Yes, he is, but he can't. Rhino did really well. Jarrett gets blocked. Oh, but it's back to Rhino. Ugh. Intercepted again, though. 12 minutes to go. Genk now going on the run with El Hadj. Oh, that was too close for comfort. That was too close for comfort. Right, I might make another change here. Goodrum is a bit tired, and we do have Liverpool at the weekend, so I'll take him off, and I'll take Diao off as well for Martin, because again, with that Liverpool game coming up, we'll give them a rest. Oh, I'm sweating, and it's not just because it's really warm. This has just been quite an intense game. But this is what we wanted, European football. We obviously would have preferred to have been in the Europa League at this stage, but whatever, we are where we are. And it's been made tough for us. And I've just realised, the only goals we've conceded in Europe this season are to Belgium teams. It was Ghent in the group stage, and now it's Genk here in the last 16. Oh, what a save by Bazunu! Oh, my bloody I can't even speak, my bloody god. I went to say oh my heart and oh my god at the same time. Oh, flipping hell. That was scary. Holmes. Come on, Rhino. Rhino to wrap it up. Shit, he's overrun it. No, he hasn't. It's a gore, and it's 3-1 to Oxford. A perfect lead to bring back to the Kassam in what was a very, very intense game. Oh, but you love to see it. I thought he'd overrun it. Excuse me, but he put it in between the keeper's legs. It was this touch here I thought had let him down, but he slid in. Keeper couldn't get there. 3-1 to Oxford. Let's make a time-wasting substitution. Who will I bring on? We'll bring on Jake O'Brien. Rhino can come off. O'Brien can play right back. It doesn't matter at this stage. It really doesn't matter. It's just to run down the clock and to give Jake O'Brien another appearance. The man who has obviously just signed for Everton in real life. Oh, I'm really happy with that. I was getting worried there for a sec that we weren't gonna bring anything back to the Kassam. I would have been happy with the draw, but I'm over the moon with the win. 3-1. They will have one of their key players missing as well after getting him sent off. Relief. But I tell you what, it doesn't get much easier after this. We now must go to Anfield. Sorry, Liverpool are coming to the Kassam to play us, but still, regardless, one of the toughest games of the season. Let's get into it. The Scousers have travelled to Oxford, and let's send them back with their tail between their legs. Always a tough game. Listen, I'm no Liverpool fan, but I will never take them lightly. They have been quite a pain in the backside to play over the years, and I don't think today is going to be much different, but let's hope we can get the right result. We've stayed with the same formation, didn't bother going to a 4-4-2. Not yet anyways, but here we are on the attack. Will Holmes in towards Jeff Jarrett. Oh, would you just know it? It's Jeff Jarrett again. Goals in back-to-back games. The perfect start here against Liverpool. Will Holmes showing he can set them up as well as score them. And Oxford United have the lead here. I thought for a second that the goalkeeper was going to get there, but Jarrett was able to beat Alisson to it. I think it probably would have been a penalty if he'd somehow managed to miss it. But it's 1-0. And by the way, I'm not saying that would be a penalty in real life, but in FIFA terms it would definitely be a penalty. Hank from Breaking Bad should be here now, not you, Jurgen, who apparently has announced his retirement from management altogether, so I wonder how long that will last. Obviously he's left Liverpool, but apparently he's saying he doesn't want any managerial job at the moment. But listen, give it time. Give it time. But speaking of time, we've made very quick time with that goal there. 1-0 up with the first attack of the game. You love to see it, but Liverpool are looking to respond here straight away. Endo, Gakpo. Oh, what a save by Gavin Bazunu. I tell you what, lads, when I signed Gavin Bazunu, I was very excited, but I didn't know whether he was going to be the end game goalkeeper or not, or was he just going to be somebody that we'd have for a few years. And listen, anything could still happen. Good block. But I would be very happy if Gavin Bazunu was our main goalkeeper for the rest of this series. And it's great that he's Irish as well. I'll forgive him that he used to play for Man City. But as you can see there, we're still third in the table. A win here, fourth in the table I should say. A win here could bring us up to third, depending on other results. But we've got a comfortable gap between ourselves and Newcastle in fifth. So top four is looking good, lads. As we approach the end of the season, here's Tyler Goodrum. Oh, go on, Goodrum. Goodrum again. Tyler Goodrum. Oh, it's 2-0. I was in two minds. Do I square it to Holmes? Do I keep going with Goodrum? We made the right decision, and it's 2-0 inside 18 minutes here against Liverpool. Tyler Goodrum, the best season he's had, our number 7. He's up to 81 rated now as well. As I said, he was stuck on 79 rated for ages. I remember talking about that in the last episode. But he has been absolutely flying in this season, and I'm really sorry, I need to turn on my fan because it is fucking baking in here. But it's Oxford United 2, Liverpool 0, the way it should be. But still a long way to go. I know I keep saying that, but I don't want to get too carried away. I was about to make a joke about Virgil van Dijk and how old he must be now, but as history has shown on this channel, that never ends well. So let's just pretend I didn't even say anything. But here's Noosa, which apparently is a lovely place in Australia. I used to work with a guy from Noosa back in the day. And here he is. Oh, Jarrett nearly giving away a penalty. Endo! Good save again by Gavin Bazunu. What rating is Bazunu now? I'm after forgetting. 83. Lovely. And he's still very young with time on his side. So I expect that rating to go up. There's Porro. Oh, and Bazunu gets it in his grasp again. Well, David De Gea had an amazing performance against Liverpool back in 14-15. Is Gavin Bazunu en route to having a similar performance in this game? Well, that game did end 3-0. Are we about to go 3-0 up here with Will Holmes? Oh, yes we are. Well, I tell you what, Liverpool have been completely off it today, but we ain't complaining. Nearly 30 minutes in, and we're 3-0 up. Will Holmes set up the first one. We could have squared the second one for him, but the third one is all his. He smacked that home. This is becoming a bit of a trademark finish of his. Oh, absolutely perfect into that top corner. Alisson can get nowhere near it. And we are cruising against the red half of Merseyside. They've had a few chances. Bazunu had to make a few saves. 29 goals and 28 appearances now for Will Holmes. Another absolutely fantastic season. Can he break the record of Erling Haaland with 35? It's 35, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is 35. But I'm starting to doubt myself now. But whatever it is, I'll check afterwards. But I'm pretty confident that it's 35. Is Diao... Oh, Will Holmes. Surely not. Will Holmes. Oh my goodness me. This is too easy. It's 4-0. It's Chelsea all over again. I promise you this time, I did not accidentally change the setting. I did it on purpose this time. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I did not change the setting. You could see Liverpool were having chances, but we're just taking ours. It's 4-0 here. Van Dijk couldn't get anywhere near. Alisson was pretty far off his line. Will Holmes chips it in. That's 30 now for the season. I bet Klopp wishes he'd left now at this stage. And we're cruising. There's still 10 minutes to go in this first half. 30 goals and 28 appearances. What a player, Will Holmes. What a player. And could he be in for another hat-trick? He just got one against Everton. Now, can he do it against their bitter rivals, Liverpool? I think that's going to be a free kick there. They still take so long to give the free kicks. Actually, today, at the time of recording, we should know more about FC25 career mode. So, that could be an interesting discussion point in the next episode. Can we make it 5-0 before half-time? Here's Diao. He wants to get in on the score sheet. He's got Holmes in the middle, but Diao, he'll want his goal. And he gets it. It's 5. This is like United and Arsenal back in 2001. It was 5-1 at half-time then. It's 5-0 now to us, right on the stroke of half-time. Diao, you could tell he was getting a little bit frustrated that he wasn't getting involved. But he's got his goal here now. 5-0. You love to see it. Liverpool's defence, I should say, left in the mud. Alisson not having his best performance. But we certainly are. And it's 5-0 to the Yellows. As we approach the halftime break here, it's 17 goals for Diao this season. He's been fantastic. Our attack has been phenomenal this season. So it has. Is Rhino. Oh, it's a good ball over to Diao. Oh, can we make it 6-0? That would be something. Gallagher, Jarrett, Rhino. Ah, probably overplayed it a little bit. But that is half-time. 5-0 up against Liverpool. They're having an absolute nightmare in this game. I can't remember where exactly they are on the table. I think they're in around the top 4. Well, probably not now. They're actually probably more around the Europa League and Conference League places. But still, we do lead them 5-0. And this is revenge for us because they knocked us out of the League Cup this season. They stopped us from retaining the crown of the Carabao Cup champions. Now, listen, the League Cup was never going to be the priority this year. That was definitely last season's priority. I would have happily won it again, don't get me wrong. But top 4 in the Conference League and the FA Cup to an extent were the priorities this season. And 2 of those 3 are on course to happen. Here's Spence. Oh, it's not the best ball in. And it goes over to their right back, Pedro Porro. Don't like seeing him in a Liverpool jersey, because I quite like Porro. Virgil van Dijk now. Over to Porro. Liverpool looking to pull one back. They've had a few comebacks over the years, but even if they got one back here, you'd still think it would be nearly too much for them, but Salah does pull one back. Well, that is disappointing. He's going to celebrate like he's just scored the winner. Yeah, we don't need to see that, Mo. Whatever. You're still 5-1 down, lad. Yeah, the way that move was going, you could just feel it coming, that goal. But here's Gallagher now on the attack. Oh, well done. I heard to call him Paul. But he did lose it at the end. Okay, Liverpool are starting to come into this now a bit more. Pedro Porro. Mo Salah. Oh, that was a risky tackle there by Flynn. Just about got away with it. Looking to get the ball off Porro, but Bazunu will get that into his grasp. Here's Holmes. Oh, fucking hell. I hate when we lose it like that. Nusa. Salah again. It's going to be 5-2 here. Yes, it is. Oh, fucking hell. That's so annoying when that happens. Absolutely dominating them in the first half, and they've come out of the second half like the Liverpool that we were expecting to come up against at the start of this game. Oh my god, Bush. What are you doing? Bush. He did everything right but the finish. I thought Alisson was going to give it right back to him there. They got another one, Liverpool. I would get a little bit nervous. Now, there is only 20 minutes to go, but still. Rhino cuts it back. Will Holmes. Oh, what a save by Alisson. What a save that was by the Brazilian goalkeeper. You have to give credit where it's due. But Liverpool on the ball now again. Yeah, they're just not really doing anything with it now, though, are they? Rhino. Oh, if he was just a bit quicker there, he might have been able to get that. Here's Gallagher. Over to Will Holmes. Tyler Goodrum runs right into their defence again. I never thought I'd be annoyed at being 5-2 up against Liverpool at this stage, but it should be. If it was 5-1, I could deal with it, but 5-2, it's just annoying to have to concede 2 goals like that, especially when they've done very little in this game. Here's Mo Salah. Oh, Flynn wins it back. See that? You win it back and it goes right back to their player. It's so bloody irritating. 10 minutes left. Rhino, and oh my god. Okay, I'm just getting a bit pissed off now, to be honest. And Flynn, it's going to be a foul. Don't think he gives a card. Alright, let's make a few changes. Rhino's knackered. Diao is pretty tired, is he? Goodrum's probably more tired. And let's bring on Ball. Why not? Just fancy doing something different. But Liverpool get a free kick. Van Dijk is standing over it. Is he going to have a go? No, he's not. Is Porro going to have a go? No, he's not. Is Carvalho going to have a go? Yes, he is, but Diao gets in the way. Endo on the ball now. Bush gets rid of it into Gallagher. Here's Jeff Jarrett. Come on, I want to have the final word on this. Here's Diao on the turn. Asana Diao. Will Holmes. Lucas. Hasn't scored in a while, Lucas. Oh, but he gets a brilliant finish here. It is 6-2. That's more like it. Henry Lucas, who's played a lot of games this season, especially after Rhino got injured. He comes off the bench here, scores his first goal in what feels like forever. Holmes will get the assist for that. It's not an easy finish as well. I thought Alisson would have done a little bit better with it, but thankfully he didn't. And it's Oxford United 6, Liverpool 2. That's a very good finish, looking at it from that angle especially. Let's make our final couple of changes, because why not? We will give Diao a rest. I'll bring on Costa. I'll just play him out wide. Actually, no, I'll put Lucas out wide. And Costa can stay as a cam. That's fine. And Jake O'Brien can come on for Bush, because he's a wee bit tired. Final 2 minutes here. Hopefully that is the end of the scoring, unless we can make it 7-2 like we did against Arsenal. We've had some big results this season. But as you can see, like, it wasn't always straightforward. Liverpool did make it tough at the best of times. Only one added minute though. I don't think much else is going to occur in this game, but I'm not complaining. It's a huge 6-2 victory here for Oxford over Liverpool. Get in there. Happy days. And now we can move on into the second leg against Genk. But before we do that, actually, let's have a look at where we are in the Premier League table at the moment. So that result has us in third place at the moment, but once again, United still have a game in hand. But still, like, regardless of that, when you look at the gap between Newcastle, who've played the exact same amount of games as us, with 10 games left, we're 10 points clear in third place. I'm feeling pretty good about top four. I'm not going to say that it doesn't slip now, because we all see how that went when a certain someone said that, but I'm pretty confident with where we are right now. 10 games left, 10 points clear, top four. It's ours to lose. That's the way I'm looking at it. So you know what, lads, the fact that we're as comfortably ahead as we are, I've made a couple of changes. We're going to play the highlights of this game, but I'll do it live on the recording, because why not? Genk visit the Kassam, 3-1 down. It should be enough to get us through, but let's see what happens. We get the first highlight here in the 15th minute. Conor Gallagher here with a crossing opportunity. And Will Holmes is in the middle. Doesn't quite get there. Gallagher still has it. Here's Goodroom playing on the left today. Henry Lucas. Oh, looking to get goals in back-to-back games. But he wasn't able to get there. We do get the next highlight as well. Long cross here, which will come into the grasp of Will Holmes, I believe. I'll tell you what, we scored a brilliant goal like that a few episodes ago with him, which I called the goal of the series. But he wasn't able to do it there, unfortunately. But we do get a corner here, which Rhino will take. Whips it in towards Goodroom. Probably not the player you want to see in the middle there. Not got enough height. They'll deal with that. And we get another attack here in the first half. It's nice to actually have the majority of the attacks for once. But it's a counter-attack with Jeff Jarrett going on the run here. Go on, Jeff. Oh, just loses it in the end. And now Genk get their first attack 10 minutes into the second half. Well, if they did pull one back, it would make things a bit interesting. So let's try and avoid that from happening. Here's Diarra. Jake O'Brien. Oh, does really well to intercept there, Jake. Good man. But they get another counter-attack only a couple of minutes later. I decided to put O'Brien and Flynn in today. Oh, and O'Brien intercepts it again. Good man. It's Will Holmes who loses it. And the attack, or the highlight I should say, is still continuing. They ain't stopping it yet. And we give away a foul. And it's still going. Bloody hell, it's Ba. It's Hainan who got the goal for Genk in the first leg. But that should be dealt with there by Flynn. Goes back to Bazunu. Oh, we get a penalty. We do get the penalty here in the 70th minute. They've put Costa on it. Not sure how I feel about that. What are his penalties? 51, yeah, no, fuck that. Carlos Martin's come off the bench. Let's try and give him a goal in the Europa Conference League. Martin does get the goal. 1-0 on the night. 4-1 on aggregate. I think he must have come on to give Will Holmes a rest, which, listen, no problem at all. And we take a 1-0 lead on the night. 4-1 on aggregate. We are absolutely cruising to the quarterfinals of the Europa Conference League. And it's good to get Martin on the score sheet again. And that's it. That's how it ends. 1-0 to Oxford against Genk. You love to see it. Europa Conference League quarterfinals. Here we bloody come, lads. Here we bloody come. And you know what? I'm not even going to make you wait any longer like I did in the last episode. Let's see who we will have in the quarterfinals. So let's see. Nice beat Viking. Mönchengladbach beat Rangers on penalties. We obviously beat Genk. Feyenoord beat Bilbao. Rakov beat Cluj. Excuse me. Salzburg beat Bucharest. Atlanta did win the tie against Lech Poznan, and Zagreb beat Malmo. So no more Belgian teams for us to worry about, which is great. But let's advance a few days. Let's just clear up the inbox here. Got 2 player chats. Rhino's happy and Jake is happy as well. Lovely stuff. Oh, and also, look who's gone up to 80 rated. It's Flynn. You love to see that, lads. He's been an immaculate player in this career mode. He's obviously come up through the youth academy. We promoted him in season 1. He's been just rock solid at the back. He had a bit of a rough start to this season. O'Brien definitely gave him a bit of competition, but other than that, he's been absolutely fantastic. And it's good to see one of our youth academy players that we promoted going up to that 80 rated. So you love to see it. You love to see it. But let's advance in a few days. Morocco want me to be their manager. Lovely part of the world, but I will politely decline that offer. So let's keep going here. Now we should know who we have in the Conference League. Let's have an old look. Did United play their game in hand yet? No, they didn't. Not the Europa League, I didn't mean that. Real Madrid get Sporting in that though. The Europa Conference League, we get Salzburg in the next round of the Europa Conference League. So I would say one of the other favourites. It's getting interesting now, the Conference League. Rakov and Zagreb are probably the 2 teams you consider to be the underdogs. I think everyone else has a similar enough chance of winning it. But Salzburg will be the team we play next. A trip to Austria, even though the first leg is in Oxford, but you know what I mean. And I'm very much looking forward to that. And lads, that's where we'll end this episode. So thank you all once again for tuning in. Really, really enjoyed this one again. As I said, the support on this series has been fantastic. Big shout out to JJ again. I've said it once. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times, that this series would not be happening without him. So I really, really appreciate that, my man. We're one step closer to European glory. We're one step closer to qualifying for the Champions League, and in the next episode, let's keep that push going. I'll talk to you all then. Take care and God bless.